Have you found Jesus yet, Doc?
I didn't know I was supposed to be looking for him, so.
Yeah, I didn't know we were looking for him too, but seriously, after a quick eBay search, there he was. Oh, hello, my name is Fu Manchu. Now, you might remember that I recently reviewed the following. The Adventure Cartel Ancal EX 1/6 scale figure by Ashley Wood and 3A, and man, oh man, do I love this figure. Now, I've been wanting to collect some Ashley Wood figures for a long time, and, you know, I knew that once I started, I would want another one, and another one, and another one, because I have a long list of favorites that I would really love to have, and one of the ones I really wanted was a giant robot, and check this out! This guy is huge, and I absolutely love it. I'd really love to see what he looks like underneath this jumpsuit, but there's no way I'm taking this off, man, because I love the dirty jumpsuit. It looks amazing. Now, like I said, there's a lot of Ashley Wood figures that I really, really want. Two of which are the Blind Cowboy. Oh, man, does he look awesome. And the other character that I really wanted from day one was JC. So, I guess it could be said that Fu went and found Jesus. Not figuratively, just literally. Because today's review will be on the following. Today's review will be on the Hunkhead A. Oh, I'm sorry, 3A. I thought it was Hunk from Resident Evil. I guess it could be the Predator if you turn it upside down. But that's the front of the box, and it's really, really big, man. This box is really tall. It's thin, but it's tall. Now, turning the box to the side and looking over here, you can see all the different figures that could have been in this box. Fighting JC, Tracky JC, Ex-Jesus JC, and the Drown. And apparently I got Ex-Jesus JC, and that is awesome. So, aside from those details, there's not a whole lot to see out here, so I say we look inside this shipper box. What do you say? So, here's the box removed from the shipper, and holy cow, check out that artwork there on the front by Ashley Wood. That is awesome. Now, this box is huge. Now, it's not very wide, but it is very tall. I measured it. It's 15.5 inches tall. Now, for a 12-inch figure being in a 15.5-inch box, now, I didn't expect that at all. Down here at the bottom it says Adventure Cartel Fighting JC and the number 5 or the letter S. I'm assuming that's a 5. I don't know. And it says 3A right there, and that's awesome. Over here to the side you've got the same thing, Adventure Cartel, JC, Fighting JC, blah 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 blah, and it says Your Last Supper. Yeah, that is awesome, and I cannot wait to see this figure, but first let's look at the back of the box. So, here's the back of the package, and yet again it says Your Last Supper and Fighting JC, and it has the same painting from the front of the box, albeit a little bit bigger, and it stops at his mid-thigh. And if you look carefully, you'll actually see the severed zombie head hanging in a pouch around his belt, and that is awesome. Yeah, I cannot wait to see this figure, but before we do, let's go back to the front of the package one more time. So, here's the front of the package for the very last time, and just like all the other Ashley Wood figures out there, this figure has a ton of variants. Now, what I would deem the normal version of JC looks a little something like this. With dark hair, a dark beard, and dark clothes. Now, the one I got is a little bit different than this. So, I say we waste no more time, and I say we open it! So, after removing the plastic and taking off the box lid, we find a really awesome JC poster all folded up and a little bitty 3A catalog. And man, oh man, wait, what, 2011? Crap! Well, it's a good thing I have a time machine, and I guess all this stuff is still available. But that's pretty cool. I love the painting on the front of it. Man, oh man, that is awesome, and I love the fact that it came with this poster. Oh man, I haven't even seen the figure yet, and I'm already happy. So let's look at this catalog, shall we? Now, like I said, I absolutely love the painting on the front of this catalog. And man, oh man, this catalog is awesome. And after turning the page, I might be giving you a sneak peek of something that I'll be reviewing soon. Oh man, I can't wait. Let's just say that my next 3A figure might look a little something like this duo. Very cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
Sorry, I had to. But you know, Red Letter Media, I'd love to be a guest on your show. Come on, I can talk about stuff too, you know. Plus, I'm not above begging. I have to say I really like this catalog. And as much as I look up these pictures online, there are a lot here I haven't seen. And as you can see, there's the normal JC right there looking totally cool. I love seeing the artwork over here and how it, this is what inspired the figure. Oh man, that is so cool. Not to mention the fact that there are a lot of figures in this catalog I really, really want. Yeah, that was a cool catalog, and I haven't even gotten to the figure yet. Now, I hope you weren't too bored that I showed off the catalog, but I'd never seen anybody show off the catalogs before, and it was really cool to actually get to see it. So, now we have a poster. Oh man, this is going to be too big to show you, I bet. Now, the poster is really big, so don't be expecting me to show it off. This thing is about 24 by 17, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Man, this is awesome. And when you flip it over, oh man, it gets even better because it's got some of the Adventure Kartel comic book with JC on it, and I absolutely love it. The next thing to do is to buy a frame, and then the hard part to do is to decide which side to frame. Oh man, both sides are awesome. Let's get to the figure now, shall we? So, once you've removed the poster and the catalog, check this out. Man, oh man, is that awesome. Now, as you can see, he's got blonde hair, a blonde beard, and he's all in white. Dirty white, but man, oh man, is that cool. Yeah, this is the one I wanted, and man, oh man, I cannot wait to see him standing up. Now, right here, you'll notice, outside of the package, you'll see a little zombie head, dismembered zombie head, kind of floating in a little bag there, and man, oh man, I cannot wait to see that too. So I say we stand this figure up and check him out. What do you say? So, here's the Exegesis fighting JC, and man, oh man, is he awesome. Check that out. I love the cartoony way of how he's sculpted. I love the dirtiness of his outfit. He's got some blood on him. Man, this is so cool indeed. And you know what? You don't have to put any of this stuff on. He comes with the jacket on, he comes with his belt on and everything. And he's got some great big old Don Martin-sized feet there. Man, he's got some clod hoppers. But you know what? That is awesome. Over here on his hand, you see his dirty. He's got wrist wraps a la CM Punk, which makes me very happy. In fact, this whole figure kind of reminds me of CM Punk when he was in his straight edge society kind of era. And oh man, do I miss CM Punk.
To show your devotion to your new Savior, for I am a kind Savior, but I do have needs.
So, had I gotten the dark-haired one, you'd see a lot more CM Punk in this sculpt, but I really, really, really wanted the blonde version of this figure, so you're just going to have to see a little bit of Oliver Queen instead. And you know what? That ain't bad either. This figure looks awesome, and I love the tattoos on his chest there that says God Life, and it's got the cross. He's got a little bit of blood splattered on his chest. And you know what? This figure is covered in tattoos all the way down his arms and on his back as well. But in order to see them, you have to take off this shroud that he's wearing, and I don't know if I really want to do that because you got to take off his hands in order to get the cloak off, I believe, because they're so big. His hands are like really, really big. And I don't want to risk breaking this figure. Besides, I kind of like the cloak on him, so I'm probably going to leave it like that because this figure is kind of made on a damn toy's body. You know, that's kind of what it looks like. And so, yeah, the articulation joints are, very visible, and he's very skinny and stuff like that. Now, being that it's JC, he's supposed to be skinny, but you know what? I just don't want to, I want to leave him in this cloak, so I'm not going to strip him down or anything like that, so I hope you don't mind, but I will show you the tattoos and photos here in a minute. But you know what, I love these stains. Look at the stain down his leg there. Oh man, that is so cool indeed. Yeah, let's flip this figure around, shall we? Because it just gets better. Check out the back of his robe. It has JC stitched into it like a boxer would have, and that is awesome, man. That is very cool indeed, and it's got stains all the way down it. And if you look over here to the side of mine, you'll see a huge stain right there. Now, I have to wonder, are the stains unique to each figure? Or are all the stains exactly the same? Now, I wouldn't think so, because this looks like it's really dirty and stuff like that. So I have to wonder, is my figure the only one that has this huge stain on it? That's pretty cool if it is. Man, that is awesome. I absolutely love it. Now, looking at the figure from the right side, you can see some more staining down here, right down there by his hand. And you can see that his wraps there are all dirty and bloody. Now, his wraps go up his forearm just like CM Punk. And another thing just like CM Punk, JC has finger tattoos as well. His says Zomb. And that is awesome. Now, since I'm not too eager to remove his cloak, I'm going to show you what his tattoos look like. Let's check them out. Now, as you could already tell, down his chest he has the God Life tattoo with the cross, and that is cool. Down his right bicep he has FJC for fighting JC. And then he's got a bunch of crosses there on his forearm, and you can see right there how his wraps are all the way up his forearm just like CM Punk, and that is cool. Down his left bicep, he has a fish. It looks like it's swimming up to his shoulder, and he's got some more crosses right there on his forearm, and that is very awesome. Now, you probably won't be able to see this one, but on his neck, right there at the ball joint, you can see it says Pain, and I think that's his smallest tattoo if you don't count Zom on his fingers. And underneath the robe on his back, you can see a Mary tattoo all the way down it, and that is very cool. Then he's got this little quote right there. And he's got some more writing right there where his waistband touches his back. And man, oh man, that is cool. So, as much as I'd love to see those details in hand, I think I'm going to leave his little robe on for now. And I think we should look at him up close. What do you say? So, here we go with a super duper close-up look, and starting with his cross tattoo on his chest. You can see how it's printed on there, how it has blood splatter all around it. Even the blood looks wet. It says God Life above it. You can see, too, that his skin is really dirty, too. It's painted to look all dirty, so it's not just his clothes that are dirty. Whoa, my JC has a bad case of nipple rub. Ooh, that looks painful. A little bit of ointment might clear that up. This nipple over here is fine, so that's good. He's only half hurt. Down here, you can see the articulation at the abs or whatever, and how the tattoo continues down onto his belly. Very cool indeed. Working our way up to his face. You can see that his neck is all dirty looking, too. That's awesome. Here's his beard and mustache. Man, oh man, that looks cool. I love the stylized look of these figures. Man, that's awesome. See, he's got some blood splatter on his cheeks, and he's actually got a nose scar just like the Crow in the comic book for James O'Barr's The Crow. That is cool. You got his blue eye right there. You can't even see his right eye. That's pretty neat. You got the blonde hair, and he's got a really dirty bandana. Now, turning the figure to the side and pulling the hood of his robe back, you can see the top of his head right there. And then down here, he's got some anime-style hair. It's kind of long and shaggy looking. You can see that his ear right here is very stylized. Very cool indeed. You can see his profile. He's got a very flat face. And then there's the blood splatter on his cheek again. Very cool indeed. Now, this side of his neck doesn't have a tattoo at all. But if you look to the right side, you can see that it says Pain, and that's pretty awesome indeed. Up here, you've got his ear, and then you can see his bangs right there, covering up his right eye, and that is pretty awesome indeed. Yeah, I love the way he looks. That is so cool. Now, moving down to his robe, you can see the different materials used to make it right here. Very cool indeed, and you can see the subtleness of some of the dirt. Now, some of it is really blatant, but some of it is very subtle. But yeah, I love how dirty it is. It looks so cool indeed. Working our way down here to his hand, you can see the cuff of his robe right there. You can see the dirtiness and the bloodiness of his wraps there, and his knuckles and hands. I love how this hand is sculpted here, how it's got the open hand. That is very neat. As for his right hand, this is obviously his Zom punching fist. And judging from the blood all over it, he's done a lot of punching. Looking at his pants and belt, you can see the drawstring right there on this bag where you put the Zom head, and that is very cool indeed. It's all dirty looking as well. You can see the netting there. Up here you've got his belt, which looks like a webbing belt, a military webbing belt. Very cool. And then over here, who knows what that is. Looks like a holster or something, some sort of pouch, and that is awesome. Then working our way down his robe, down here to his pants. You can see his pants are subtly dirty as well. Then you get down here to his big old feet, and he's got some Adidas on, and they're blue and very, very big. Yeah, this figure ain't going to be falling over anytime soon. I do wish it would have came with a stand, because you get spoiled with figures with stands, and you know, then when you get to a figure that doesn't have it, you really notice it. But you know what? He's got some big feet. I'm pretty sure he can stand up, just like the NCOW EX that I have. It has some big feet as well. But yeah, this is awesome. Now, looking at the back of his robe, you can see right there how the JC is stitched on. That is cool. It's not just printed on. It is actually stitched. So, man, that is awesome. They didn't cheap out when it comes to that, and I absolutely love it. Now, working our way down the left side of his robe, you can see this is the side that has the big stain on it. Man, oh, man. So, yeah, I do wonder if they're all different. My guess is they are. I don't think that they could make them all look identical with staining and stuff like that. But, man, that is so cool. Let's see. And, oh, and by the way, his hood and the bottom of his jacket, I believe all the way up it, all the way down, he's got wires and stuff, so you could actually pose it like it's blowing in the wind, and that is cool. Now, aside from all the stuff that he's wearing that you could possibly take off, like his robe and his belt and stuff like that, he only came with one accessory. But you know what? It's a very awesome one, and it's sealed inside this plastic, so let's open it up, shall we? So, here it is removed from the plastic, looking very awesome indeed. A severed Zom head, and I absolutely love it. Now, looking at the Zom head up close, you can see the little tufts of hair on the top of him and the way he's painted. Oh, man, that's so awesome. You can see there his eyes are closed, and there's his little nose right there looking very cool. You can see his little buck teeth sticking out of his mouth. Man, that is awesome indeed. Yeah, I absolutely love it. Down here, he's got the severed neck piece, which I wonder if he could take that off and actually just have, you know, a head. I don't know. It kind of looks like it. But, yep, down here you've got the neck bones or whatever sticking out his spine. JC's holding it up for me. It's all dirty looking. Very cool indeed. Man, I absolutely love it. Yeah, this one doesn't appear to be drooling, but he is dead, so he's probably stopped drooling a long time ago. Now, looking at the Zom head from behind, you can see his hair sticking up right there. The back of his head's kind of smooth. You've got his ears poking out on either side. Down here it says a 3A right there, and you can see the severed part of his neck. And man, oh man, that is awesome. I love the bloodiness. I love the dirtiness. I love the weathering. This is cool. And by placing the Zom head in JC's pouch right here, JC now has a little buddy to go on all his adventures with. Not that he looks very pleased by that, but wouldn't you be sad too if all you had was a zombie head saying, "Are we there yet?" Shut up, zombie head! So, I have literally wanted this figure for years. Am I disappointed in the least? Not at all. And I'm actually surprised I was able to get one still sealed up and everything like that, brand new and not used. This is awesome, and it makes me very, very happy indeed. So, there's my review of the 3A Adventure Kartel Fighting JC Exegesis version 1/6 scale figure, and man oh man is this thing awesome. I am so happy with it, and I'm so glad that I was able to get it new because I got the, catalog with it and the poster and everything, and man, this figure looks so good. And like I said, I've been wanting it for years, and man, I'm very happy with it. So, until next time, because I'll be reviewing another 3A Ashley Wood figure set soon. Tune in for more Foo Reviews! Come on, felzbug, come on. Hey, guess what? I just introduced Gov's Left to Jesus, and Jesus is kicking his butt. Oh, it's so awesome. Let's go watch it.
Hey, this is Nolan North. You don't want to miss Foo Reviews. And I'm out.